Hello there, a very warm welcome to the Northern Snooker Centre in Leeds for the Canadian Club Masters Tournament. Over the next 8 weeks we'll see 8 of the world's finest snooker players bidding for a first prize of £1,000 and this really rather beautiful silver tray. Well, let's look now at the draw for round 1. In match 1 it's Alex Higgins and Miles. In match 2, John Dunning and John Pullman. Match 3, John Spencer and John Virgo. And match 4, Ray Reardon, the current world champion, of course, and Roy Andrew Arthur. Well, in the first match, Miles won the first frame 71-48, and we now join commentator Ted Lowe at the start of the second frame.
And it's Alex Higgins breaking off for the second frame, having just lost the first to Miles. Around the angles, cue ball up behind the yellow, reasonably safe. Miles here, having taken the first frame, 71 points to 48. This is the best of 5 frames in the Masters tournament, with a first prize of £1,000 plus trophy. The runner-up to reach, and that red has dropped in. Lucky old fella. I was just saying, first prize £1,000, runner-up 500, 2 losing semi-finalists £200 each. And the remaining 4 competitors, £75 each, a total of £2,200 for the tournament. And Miles coming right up, leaving himself on a red across the table into the top pocket. And now the black. All these professionals, of course, like to get the black on the spot. But that's not the way to do it.
Miles.
Now, Higgins has screwed down the table with that one, left himself something like 8 feet away from the black. But the black is safely away, and he has a red into the middle.
8.
Screw back, poor position on the black again. But oh no, he's caught
Alex
the
Higgins.
bottom lip of the centre pocket, and therefore only gains 8 points there. A good try from Miles, but the red is still on the table, and I don't think Alex can see it. So he's going for the one on the side cushion. A cocked hat shot round the angles into the centre, but it ain't there. Miles, I think, this time playing safe. Cue ball off the top of the pack and back behind the black. Not quite strong enough. Cue ball right underneath the top cushion. It's a good shot. Now he split the pack slightly as he took that pink, but it hasn't come out too favourable for him.
7.
Takes the top red off there.
8.
Half ball cut on the black. And he has a red into the opposite top pocket.
15.
Plays it steadily to remain
16.
on the black. Chance of a break here for Higgins. A deep screw bringing the cue ball back for the red into the top, but it's come away from the cushion a little too far, and he's going to have to use the rest. I think he won the half, but no, he's going to try and stretch right over the table. And in doing so, he's missed it.
23, Alex Higgins.
A lesson to all amateurs, never overreach. Could be costly for Alex, that one, if Miles settles down with a break here. He's got the first red. Pink into the top. He tried to take the red with him over to the top pocket, but unfortunately kissed it more towards the side cushion. He's left himself
7.
in a difficult position now. Completely undecided what to do here. It looks to me as though he's attempting the double, red across the table into the middle. It's a great shot.
8.
He's nicely on the black, and there are 2 reds, as you see. Oh!
8.
And now there's a let off and a chance for Alex to come
Alex
back
Higgins,
into the picture.
31, Graham Miles, 12.
That puts Higgins 20 points in front, that red, and he's down on the blue. Steadily up the table for the top red out of those 3 above the pink.
6.
And he's
7.
coming back for position on the black or the pink. Choosing the pink. This time it's the black. Just having a look at the situation of the red that's above the pink. Puts his cue ball in line for the top pocket
21.
and the red. And he's followed through for another black, or indeed the pink into the middle. Yes, he decides on the black.
Nine.
Well, that
29.
That
Alex
was
Higgins.
not one of Alex Higgins' best, but he records another 29 points, and therefore is now leading
Graham
60
Miles,
points to 12.
Alex Higgins, 60.
Still 3 reds there, and if you take a black bleach, you can get a break of 51. So Graham plays a very good shot there. He's snookered Alex on all 3 reds. But he's out of the snooker safely. Now, Graham going for one of the reds into the bottom pocket to bring the cue ball back up the table for the black, but he misses the red. Could be a snooker. Again, Alex snookered on the 3 reds. Again, Graham going for that cut across the table. At the same time, bring the cue ball back up to the black. A long, almost straight but not quite red into the bottom as our camera takes you with the cue. Alex Higgins slams the red down. Playing the brown.
Five.
And a lot of left-hand side there, bringing the cue ball back up for the blue. And then screwing down the table for the last red. And the last red disappears.
12.
A fine cut on the brown. But it's not fine enough.
Alex Higgins.
And so Graham Miles at the table, having won the first frame, now trailing by 60 points. In fact, Higgins leading 72-12. Evening matters up in this, the first of our 5-frame matches. Next week you'll be able to see John Dunning, the local Leeds man. We are screening this series from the Northern Snooker Centre at Leeds, John Dunning being the local professional, and he will be meeting John Pullman. Well, I don't think Graham's eyesight's too good. He's missed again, 4 points away.
Free ball, sir.
Now he's onto a free ball, so if he pots this, it counts 2, and he's then on the yellow. Now Graham, I think, will want the half putt. That, of course, is the 6-foot cue and rest. Our referee, Stan Brook, council member of the Village and Snooker Control Council. And again he misses it.
Foul 4, Alex Higgins.
And now Higgins misses it.
Foul 4, Graham Miles.
Miles here, 16 points to Alex Higgins, 80. And Miles takes the yellow down the table for the green. The green, of course, is followed by the brown, which is sat right on the lip of the bottom pocket there.
5.
Now he took that green at the same time, put the blue over the centre so that he can clear the colours up, knowing full well, of course, that he has no chance of winning the frame.
9.
Cue ball up, round, fishes the black. Now 50 points behind with just 13 on the table. Lovely shot over the head of Graham Miles as he attempts that pink, but it's way off the mark.
14.
And he, in fact, gives in.
Graham Miles, match empty.
So it is Graham Miles who concedes that frame to Alex Higgins. Alex making it all square, 1 frame each, by taking that frame at 80 points to 30.
So it's now 1 frame apiece, and we rejoin the match in the 3rd frame.
And it's 1 frame each as Graham Miles comes in to break off in this international snooker. The best of 5 frames, and he runs in off.
Foul 4, Alex Higgins.
The best of 5 frames between 8 stars of the world of snooker. You've just seen Miles. Here is Alex Higgins. With them are John Dunning, John Pullman, John Spencer, John Burgo, world champion Ray Reardon, and Roy Andreasa. And as I'm telling you that, Higgins pays the compliment back and gives 4 points away also. And he's just crept round the back. Now he's played that with a lot of side, but not quite enough to get round that red. He wanted it into the same pocket that he put the black in. A difficult little shot here to get the red across the table into the opposite top pocket. It's a nice one.
9.
Now he's playing the green to screw the... Oh, I thought he'd overcut it, but it's safely away. And the cue ball's up to the top portion. Plays it steadily along there to leave the black in the opposite top pocket.
$20. $21.
Now he's left himself an angle on the black so as to smash the pack up in potting the black. Into the pack, but he's only brought one out, and it's a nasty cut across the table into the centre. It's a good one. Left himself on the same angle with the black, but this time he doesn't attempt to smash the pack up. Leaves himself a red into the top.
$37. $44.
Taking this red down into the bottom left. It's a lovely one. Now this time he's got to smash the pack again. And he's unlucky. The cue ball is stuck to the top red. He's looking closely to see if in fact it's touching. Referee Stenbrook comes in. He's allowed him a touching ball, which means he can play away. And he's obviously going to play safe off the angles, the top, the side, and down the bottom.
52. Alex Higgins.
And after that magnificent 52 break there, Alex Higgins took the third frame by 106 to 26 to make it 2 frames to 1. So the match then nicely poised. We'll see the rest of it in just a couple of minutes from now.
Fourth frame, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Higgins to break. Alex Higgins leading by 2 frames to 1.
Alex Higgins breaking off in this fourth frame in the first week of 8 weeks snooker for the Masters tournament, a top prize of £1,000. Higgins leading 2 frames to 1 and therefore requiring just 1 frame to win this first match against, at the table there, Graham Miles. Each match the best of 5 frames until we get to the final. Final being run over 2 weeks. Miles plays it safe. He's got to win this to stay in the tournament. But Higgins here, of course, intent on the £1,000 first prize, together with the magnificent trophy that goes with it. 8 great stars appearing in this Invitation International Masters Tournament. Ray Reardon, the world champion, John Bourne, John Spencer, John Virgo, John Dunning, all the Johns, and Roy Andrew Arthur. Miles takes a red to blue and he's down on the red.
6.
Black a little bit tied up. He's coming up for the blue again. Not quite far enough, in fact. Just a little unhappy, so he's going for the brown.
$11.
Graham Miles. Oh, that wasn't a good one from Graham.
11. Graham Miles.
And here leading 2 frames to 1, Alex Hurricane Higgins. The young flamboyant Irishman who took the world title in 1972 at his first attempt. Higgins with a red into the centre, 1 into the top, and he's come around to look at the back. Now he attempted to split the black away from the red, and he's a bit unlucky, so he's just going to leave the cue ball behind the black.
1. Alex Higgins.
And that's a good safety shot. Still reasonably safe. Graham playing it safe again, putting the cue ball down with the yellow. A great shot.
1.
And the black goes away.
8.
He's overcut that.
8. Alex Higgins.
Left it right on the lip of the pocket. The black is open. Graham just looking the situation of the reds. And indeed the black. He's come a little bit too strong. And a fine cut. And where's the yellow? He's taken the yellow at the same time. 5
Graham
points
Miles.
away.
Foul stroke. 5. Alex Higgins.
Unlucky for Graham Miles there. But Higgins misses that one. Neither player showing their true form. That is so far. And Miles just catches the top lip of the centre pocket that time. Higgins leading by 2 points at the moment, 14 points to 12. And that's a good one. He's attempted a stun follow through there on the cue ball, but it's not gone quite far enough. He's left himself rather a nasty cut on the black, so he's going down the table for the green. Now coming back to play it safe, in fact. Just leaves the cue ball towards the top and puts the black quite safe.
Graham Miles 12, Alex Higgins 15.
Higgins, of course, has put the black safe so as to stop Miles getting in with a break, because Miles badly needs this frame to draw level. Higgins wants it to win the match.
One.
Two reds are down over the bottom pocket.
Six.
I don't think he's gone far enough to see either of them. In fact, he's snookered himself on both of them. No, he's again altering his mind. That's the shot that faces him down there. And this might be a little dangerous.
Six.
No, he's
Alex
come
Higgins.
out of it very fortunately. Lucky get out there for Alex Higgins, who in fact is at the moment leading 21 points to 12. Graham at the table, and just playing it safe. Now the cue ball is not quite underneath that cushion, and our camera takes you over the shoulder of Higgins there as he goes for the long red nearest the pocket. But it remains on the table, and a chance for Miles. I'd like to have a go at the red just above the green, but he got to lean over those two reds and the black, so he's taken the easy one into the middle.
One.
Green. Red into the same pocket.
Four.
Back for the pink.
Five.
Now take the pink steadily here for... I don't think the pink will go on its own spot, which means referee Stanbrook will place it on the black, which
11.
is the highest spot available. If a ball's spot is occupied, it is placed
12.
on the highest available spot. This time, the pink will go on its own spot. Graham having taken the red away, and he leaves himself on a red into the centre.
18.
And he's missed it.
18.
No, I never
Graham
did.
Miles. 1.
Alex takes the red there. Just 8 points behind at the moment with 4 reds left. And that brings us a little nearer.
4. 5.
And he's gone down this time, I think, for the blue. Now he's missed the blue with what looked like a stab shot.
5. Alex Higgins.
But he's certainly not left very much. And so we have, in fact, Graham Miles leading 30 points to Alex Higgins 26 at this moment. 3 reds left. Higgins, of course, leading 2 frames to 1. This is the best of 5 frames, so this is the frame he wants to win the match. Miles, on the other hand, requiring it to draw level. The winner of this match, of course, goes forward into the semi-final and will meet the winner of our next week's match. That is between John Dunning and John Pullman. And another safety one from Graham. But he's left one of these long reds that Alex Higgins has become famous for. Wow. There were all sorts of things nearly happened there, but in fact nothing has at all. Oh. Another chance for Higgins as he cut the red into the bottom. Now the cue ball coming up this time for the pink. A red on the top cushion.
Seven.
That puts Alec 3 points in front at the moment. Takes the last but 1 red and comes out for the pink again.
Foul stroke.
And there's a foul stroke there by Higgins.
8
He
to
fouled
Alex
the
Higgins.
red when potting the
6
pink, so he
to
gives
the red
6
man.
points away. And we have an interesting situation now of Graham Miles leading 36 points to Alex Higgins 34, just 2 points in it. The last red on the table, and Miles with the cue in his hand. And he's played a snooker, or at least safety. He hasn't got a snooker. One fatal mistake on this last red and the game can be all over. You can see what's facing Graham Miles there as you go right over his head. The cue ball straight down the table onto the red. A chance.
Score is Graham Miles 36, Alex Higgins 34.
Alex Higgins asks the referee for the score as he gets down to this red.
1.
Now he's 1 point behind. to the colours. Yellow is still there.
5, Alex Higgins.
And it's a chance, in fact, for Graham Miles. Just 3 points in it, Miles behind, but now he's only 1 point behind.
2, 38, 39.
38-39, says Stonebrook, as Graham Miles there, after taking that yellow, snookers himself on the green. And you see quite clearly that Miles has to go on to the side cushion
2.
and just
Graham Miles.
hopes that he doesn't leave it.
39, 38.
And so Higgins now steps in 42-38. 46-38.
38.
Looking hard at the scoreboard. Just 8 points in it. And now Miles can only tie. He's 13 points behind. And that's the one. And goes the black.
So, Alex Higgins then through to the semi-final, where he'll meet the winner of next week's match between John Dunning and John Pullman. I hope very much you'll join us for that. Until then, from International Snooker, goodbye.